yet. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, Prince Blue. Real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, Prince Blue. Talk that, talk that, talk that, talk that, coach, coach, talk that, talk that, talk that, talk that, coach, coach, talking entertainment too. Look, we are not the same as you. Look, we don't need a thing, just you. Just making sure the gang come through.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on? What's up? This is Real Time with Prince Blue. I am your host, Prince Blue. It is Thursday. Of course, you know it's Thursday. It's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is time for Real Time with Prince Blue. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's doing well. Rested after their 4th of July weekend or whatever. I hope everything is going good. Thank you for joining me today. Today's episode is going to be fine. I will say it, which is They Not Like Us. I had to jump on the Kendrick thing because that thing seems to be taking everybody by storm. They Not Like Us. And pretty much my interpretation of They Not Like Us is, first of all, who is us? Who is they? And who is the authority on who can be like us and who can't be, whether that be black, white, whatever your culture is. But as you know, I'm not breaking any news here. I am a black man, so I'm always going to think of things from my perspective when it comes to my community. And every now and then I'll sprinkle in a little white people here and there. Don't worry, white people. I'm gonna include you in on this too, as I always do. But today's episode is pretty much I'm tired of politics, tired of religion, tired of sexuality, tired of sports. Now hold on, not the subjects themselves, but the tiptoeing and the fence riding that people have when it comes to their own opinions and how they are afraid to express them because they're mad that people may disagree. Now, I am guilty of that. Do I get mad or do I disagree on people's opinions at times? Yes. But what I do love is I love a good old-fashioned opinion. When somebody has one, I know where you stand, and we can move forward. What I can't stand is people who are fence riders and don't have an opinion, or they have an opinion, but they they try to keep it to themselves and say it behind closed doors, and pretty much they're not standing on anything that they say to you, but in private they're totally different people. That's the people I am tired of. Those are the people that I just, if you're not going to stand on anything, just leave it alone. I'd rather you not have an opinion, because what's the point if you're gonna fence ride and you're not gonna. Sometimes people want to know, what do you think? So that's how dialogue goes. It doesn't mean that they're going to agree, but maybe they'll see something that they haven't saw and they'll be like, you know what, I didn't see it from that level. So let's have the conversation. Let's have the dialogue. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And let's get into it, shall we? We'll be back after our first commercial.
AJ'sRantRoom.com. We got the best bags and accessories, our beloved Black Series. We got fresh lids for you hat lovers, fire jackets and hoodies, and of course we got you covered on the t-shirts. So head on over to AJ'sRantRoom.com and get to shopping. You won't be disappointed.
You know what? With all that rambling, I forgot to tell everybody. Make sure you please go to Real Time Prince Blue YouTube, all my accounts, like and subscribe, share. Please like this live stream, and it really helps out the algorithm. It really gets me out there and it pushes me ahead. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. So our first topic, we're going to talk sports. And who else we're going to talk about? The WNBA is back again. I know. WNBA. No, but we're also going to talk about the NBA, and we're going to talk about video games. For those who don't know, I am a gamer. AJ says that I'm a 42-year-old kid. That's fine. I'll be that, but that's okay. But check it out. So everybody who knows it's getting close. September is around the corner, and it's NBA 2K season. And with NBA 2K season, we get the cover athlete. The cover athlete is a big thing on 2K. I myself, my favorite basketball player of all time being Allen Iverson, he's graced the cover more time than anybody else. So we look forward to the NBA 2K cover. However, this week, this cover, we may have an issue. So the new covers of the NBA 2K25 have come out, and of course there are gender wars. The latest cover has WNBA MVP, a superstar, Asia Wilson, sharing the cover with Jason Tatum, who is the superstar of the Boston Celtics, the defending NBA champs, just crowned this year. And people are not happy because there's already a WNBA cover specifically for the WNBA, but she shared the cover with Jason Tatum. So check out this, and let me just give you a backdrop. This will give you a backdrop to the covers.
These are the NBA 2K25 covers and the athletes featured. This is the best cover to me this year. You have the Hall of Fame edition featuring Vince Carter, who was just inducted into the Hall of Fame. He's half statue, half himself. He was also nicknamed half man, half
That's
amazing.
That's a good cover. I like that cover.
Not to be confused with the and1 player.
Shout
so
this
really works well. And I like how they have the gold in the 2K, and then the gold is also in the statue. Then for the first time ever, we have a dual
now, this
cover,
is what the problem.
which features WNBA champions Jason Tatum.
This is the problem, y'all. This is the problem right here. Asia Wilson is sharing the cover with Jason Tatum, who, by the way, last time I checked, his running mate was Jaylen Brown, who was the MVP of the NBA Finals. Why isn't he sharing the cover? But we're going to get into that. So let's keep it moving.
And Aja Wilson. So this is a first, and you know they've been incorporating WNBA more into the game. Which brings us to the WNBA edition, which features Aja Wilson. She was also the MVP of the WNBA. Then Jason Tatum will be on the standard version, which is the one that most of us will have. He earned this, so it comes as no surprise. I like that they're putting people on there that recently won championships, so maybe that was part of the theme or how they opted to choose.
So, okay, I'm going to tell you, this show is about, fine, I'm going to say it. WNBA, make up your mind. Either you want the men or you don't want the men. Either you need the men or you don't need the men. You have your own cover. Stay in your lane. Why do you want the proximity? Why do you want to be so close to men? Like, grow your own game. You got the WNBA version. Why are you over there? Why are you over here? This is the problem I have. You have Monica McNutts, the Andrea Carters of the world, always doing commentary on the WNBA games. They're always being color analysts for the NBA games. They're always over here telling us what Jason Tatum should do, what Joel Embiid should do, what all the male superstars should do. I don't see any men over on the WNBA side doing breaking down their games. So I'm confused as to understand. Last week you were saying we don't need you. The game is growing. We appreciate the support, but we don't want the support. But you're on the cover. And I know it's probably not your fault. It's probably not your fault. It's NBA, let's say it's NBA 2K's fault. What's the purpose? Why is she sharing the screen why is she sharing the cover with Jason Tatum? Jason Tatum's running mate was Jaylen Brown. That's who fought wars with him. That's who did battle with him on the basketball court, not Aja Wilson. Why didn't you put Aja Wilson and somebody else on the cover with her? This is the stuff I'm talking about. The WNBA needs to make up their mind. Either you want us to help you with the game or you don't. Because whenever we give analysis to the game, we're toxic, we don't know what we're talking about, we're mansplaining all this shit. Okay, well, mansplain your whole $25 million a year debt over there. Because last time I checked, the NBA is still subsidizing y'all. Y'all are losing money every year. Even with the saviors of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, you're still losing money. There's more eyes on it, but you're still losing money. So that's my issue with these covers and the whole push to just make the WNBA. You're pretty much forcing the WNBA on the NBA game. And you all need to know that video gamers are very fickle. They're worse than people who go to the movies. They don't play that shit. So be careful on that. I'm just saying. And this is my thing here. If y'all really want to incorporate them into the game, make it to where the WNBA players can play against the NBA players. You won't do that because, Lord forbid, there's a video out there of Joel Embiid bodying Aja Wilson, backing her up into the stands and then dunking on her. Then there'll be an issue. So there you go. That's my 2 cents on the on the NBA 2K25 cover. I know I got a couple people that's not happy about it. So what? You should have read the notes. When I put the notes in, I share it with you so you can say, hey, I like this segment. No, I don't like this segment. So when you leave me to my own vices, this is what you get. And we'll be back after this next commercial. And I'm looking at it. I'm looking at to find out where the commercial is, producer. How you like them apples?
Summer is here. Head on over to ajsrantroom.com. We got all of your summer needs covered. From bathing suits to swim trunks, flip-flops and tote bags, towels, tanks, and muscle shirts. Oh, and you can't forget about the visors and the hats. It's lit. So head on over to ajsrantroom.com and get your summer poppin'. You won't be disappointed.
All right, that was AJ's Rant Room. Summer Pride collection is here. It's hot. Go get y'all a tank top. I have one. They're beautiful. Make sure you don't click on the muscle shirt because the muscle shirt will show all your curves and show all your insecurities and make you not want to eat for a week. But check out my brother's AJ's Rant Room Summer Pride collection. You won't be disappointed. I guarantee that. So our next one is we're going to talk. Guess what? We're going to talk entertainment. If AJ was here, he would say, no, he won't say that. If he was here, he would say talking entertainment, but we're not going to do that right now. So we're doing segment 2, which is our culture segment. And our culture segment is based on, we have a lot of culture vultures out here. Now, this is, if you want to protect your culture, which we love to do, Black people, we love to protect the culture. We love to say, you can't wear braids, you can't talk with an accent, you can't wear eyelashes, you can't talk and move your neck at the same time, all that good stuff, all the petty shit that we like to gatekeep, but we really don't gatekeep the stuff that really matters. And I say that because on the social media account, the Daily Loud has always irked me. And I'll show you why in a second in the video. The Daily Loud has always irked me. Why? Because it's ran by 2 white boys from Pittsburgh who don't give a fuck about Black culture or hip hop, just the revenue that it brings from it. And they always do the most degrading, foul ass posts that you could think of. Like, so if you was to fly in from Mars, and you was like, what is Black culture? And you was like, oh man, the Daily Loud, that looks like it's about hip hop and Black culture. You will fly back to Mars. Because this is what these 2 white boys from Pittsburgh, this is what they consider Black culture. Take a look. Take a look at all these. These are the 2 white boys right here. Let me go back. These are the 2 white boys right here. These are the 2 white boys that talk about hip hop and Black culture all day on Twitter. Look at them. Look at them. Look like two emo Bert and Ernie's. Look at them. This is what we have, y'all. This who acts like they are the authority on black culture, and they know what we want to see. So check it out. Check out the rest of this. Look at this. I'm gonna slow down. Look at this. I'm gonna slow it down. I'm gonna read some of it of what it is. Look at that. Matthew McConaughey, we don't care about that. Drake, we don't care about that. Look at this. Sexy Red shares a fan meet and greet. A white boy cupping Sexy Red's ass. Yeah, that ought to help us in November. That helps us in November. Sexy Red's ass getting palmed by a white boy in a Spider-Man uniform. Somebody's pregnant. Chris Brown taking a photo with his father. I guess that's news because black fathers aren't in the home. What else we got? We got something about Kanai Sinat. I don't even know who this is, but he's everywhere. Apparently, he's like a famous Twitch streamer, IRL, which stands for in real life. I guess. Okay. Then we got a 5-year-old picture of Dage Loaf. I guess Dage Loaf's ass is what the black culture need. It's what we need right now. We need Dage Loaf's ass. And it's an old picture. And apparently somebody fumbled the bag because they're no longer with Dage Loaf. So because her ass is quote unquote plump, whoever used to date her, they blew the bag. They blew the bag. Look at this. Look at this one. I like this headline right here. Says his dick still smells despite taking a shower after allegedly sleeping with Sexy Red. Well, that's it. Let's go to the polls now. Let's go to the polls now. That is what's going to save America. His dick still being smelly even though he took a shower after he allegedly had sex with Sexy Red. You can't get this nowhere else. Now, remind you, the two goofy white boys is who's in charge of all this. That's who's in charge of all this. They are putting this type of shit out on social media and letting us know this is what black culture is. This is what we represent. Meanwhile, if I post anything about Ben Carson, anything about Sage Steele, anything about who else we got? If anything about Byron Donalds, anything that is remotely successful and worth a damn, I'm the coon, I'm the sellout, I'm all that shit rolled in one. But that smut and that shit is okay. What we just witnessed at the BET Awards is okay. But anybody worth a damn with any type of intelligence, any type of wherewithal to understand what's really going on in the world and what we really need to do, they are ignored. Do y'all know y'all keep supporting these culture vultures like the Daily Loud, DJ Vlad, all these people that don't mean any good for our people. All they want to see is the self-destruction of our people while they profit from it. That's crazy. And the more we give these people our money, the more we allow these people to dictate what our culture is, the worse off we're going to be. Then you can't get upset when the culture is hijacked and the culture is bad. Start putting different types of things out there. Don't be afraid to be yourself. If you like If you're a black person and you like anime, put anime out there. If you're a black person that like to collect Funko Pops, put that out there. If you're like, I just saw a video where a black girl, she was river dancing. Put that out there. There's all types of people within our culture. I promise you, for every sexy red, it's 10 other people that are doing something that actually helps the culture. And we need to do that more. And we need to call these people out. We need to let these people know that we good. We don't give a shit about somebody having a possible disease from sexy red. Like, what does that do for us? Well, I mean, what is that going to put food on my table? Is that going to clear potholes? Is that going to make sure my schools in my area is properly run? Is that going to make sure that my children knows the right pathway to success? No, it is not. All it is going to show them is the more you degrade yourself, the more people will like you. They're not laughing with you, they're laughing at you. And we'll be back right after this next message.
At AJ'sRantRoom.com. We got the best bags and accessories, our beloved Black Series. We got fresh lids for you hat lovers, fire jackets and hoodies, and of course we got you covered on the t-shirts. So head on over to AJ'sRantRoom.com and get to shopping. You won't be disappointed.
All right, now it's time to really talk entertainment, as AJ would say, talking entertainment. But listen, so I'm going to talk about something that's dear to me, and that's music. I love music. Don't y'all love music? Everybody loves music, right? So the issue is with the music is what happened to it? What happened to the music that I love, that I grew up to? It's now littered with stripper and pill fiend culture, and it's corrupted hip hop and the youth. We went from Queen Latifah and MC Lyte and Lauryn Hill, and hell, I even throw Lil Kim and all that stuff in there because at least it was new and it was fresh and it was a nuance to it. But we went from Queen Latifah and MC Lyte to Sexy Red and checking my notes. Suki with the good coochie. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this.
Hood rats, they love the hood rats. Hood rats, they love the hood rats. Hellcat, fuck them in the Hellcat. Hellcat, fuck them in the Hellcat.
What the fuck was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? We went from Queen Latifah, ladies first, speaking of women's empowerment, to this again. I gotta play it again.
Hood rats, they love the hood rats. Hood rats, they love the hood rats. Hellcat, fuck them in the Hellcat. Hellcat, fuck them in the Hellcat.
But if I talk about it, right? Why are you talking down on your own people? Protect black women? No. I'm not protecting that shit. It ain't nothing to protect. Cause they not protecting my daughter. They're not protecting your daughter. They're not protecting your men. They're not protecting the youth. They're not protecting the culture. Hell, they're not even protecting themselves. You're literally in a Popeyes parking lot talking about you love hood rats and fuck them in the Hellcat. And then that's also the same video when they talk about my coochie brown, my pussy pink. And like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So our women are ultra-sexual, nasty, vulgar, disgusting, and then our men are doped up, high, drooling on themselves, shooting each other, not smart, and this is in the music. And then some of these people got the nerve to not even write their own music. So somebody else is writing this terrible shit for them. I can write hood rat. We love a hood rat. Why do you need a writer for that? You know what? This show is saying, this show is all about fuck it. I'ma say it. I will trade all them motherfuckers for Michael, Whitney, and Prince right now. If a genie was in front of me right now and said, hey, if you Prince, Whitney, Michael, I won't even let him finish the sentence. Genie, do it now. Do it now. Cause what is that? I grew up in the 80s and the 90s where music was, yes, you had music that was pushing the edge a little bit, but you had to really decipher it. Like you had to like, oh, I get it now. So it went from that and poetry to put him in the Hellcat, fuck him until he busts. Like, then where's the poetry in that? And you're in front of a Popeyes. Again, if people are looking down and saying, what is black culture? What is black entertainment? We don't have, well, at least the ones that are really representing well, they're not out in the forefront. Because guess what? These music executives, they're only going to sell they're only going to sell what is making money. And that's making money. The algorithm is saying hood rats and fuck them in the Hellcat is better than that artist that's doing great things that doesn't have that image. Stripper and dope fiend culture. Stripper and dope fiend culture is running music right now. I didn't even, back when I was growing up, remember, we knew to stay out of the medicine cabinet. Now you got perks, you got what's the other one? Oxy, you got all this other shit. You got all this other stuff that is distracting us from the music. And if we're always high and drunk all the time, how can we even recognize what is going on in our own community? Oh, because we're drunk and high. And we're looking for the next time to get drunk and high. As somebody with a daughter and two sons, like, and they laugh at me every single time when I'm like, whenever I gotta drive somewhere and the family is in the car, they hate when I got control of the radio because I'm listening to my music. I'm listening to the music I grew up on. I really cannot relate to any of the music today. I can't name an artist today that I like. I can't tell you the last time I listened to music on the radio. Like my wife, sometimes she'll put on Apple Radio and put on the top hits or whatever, and I'm like, what is this? Like I really can't relate to any of it. And no, it's not about being a 42-year-old get off my lawn and all that type of shit. It's that I can't relate to it. I'm not a dope fiend, so I can't relate to popping a Percocet. I'm not out here fucking everything moving, so I can't relate to Suki with the good coochie and Sexy Red. I grew up around women that have respect for themselves and others, so I can't relate to a Suki Red. I'm combining them. Please don't combine them. I just combined Suki Red and I did it again. Because they're all the same. I did it again. I just made a monster. I made Suki Red. That's the next rapper. And you're going to owe me royalties if a Suki Red comes out. But all in all, listen, people. Thank God for iPod. Thank God for Apple Music. Or as AJ has, YouTube Music. Thank God for all the other streaming platforms that allows you to listen to your music. Hell, I still got my CD holder with all my CDs in it. Just in case. You never know. The world can stop tomorrow. There could be no more streaming. All I need is a CD player, and I got one. Just in case. You ain't going to catch me slipping. And we'll be back after this next message. All right, everybody. It's time for my favorite segment. Well, my favorite two segments. Because they're the two segments that I came with myself. And this one is I Said What I Said.
I said what I said.
All right, y'all. Dr. Umar. We're going to talk about Dr. Umar. And why are we going to talk about Dr. Umar? Because for some reason, he has become the authority on black people. And this time, he's mad at Stephen A. Smith about his opinion on the BET Awards paying tribute to O.J. Simpson. Take a listen.
My view on my brother Stephen A. Smith, I vacillate. Because 1 minute, he'll say something that I say, good. Like when they gave Steve Nash the Brooklyn Nets coaching job. Mm-hmm. And he said, no black man gets that job with no experience. And you're going to coach KD, Kyrie, and James Harden? No black man gets that. Good job, Stephen A. And then he'll go right back and do something coonish like this. Mm-hmm. If BET wants to honor OJ, let them honor OJ. White people honor white people who are guilty of things, right? And let us be clear, did not OJ get acquitted?
He was found innocent.
He was found innocent. So, Stephen A., if OJ Simpson was found innocent for the murder of Anna Nicole Smith, I believe the name was. What was the name?
Murphy,
Nicole Smith.
Nicole Brown.
Nicole Brown Smith. Yeah,
right. But forgive me for getting the name wrong.
Y'all don't even
but
know
if
the
he was
fucking
found
name.
innocent in a court of law, how can you come back, Stephen A. Smith, 30, 40 years later and say BET was wrong for honoring the man when he was found innocent in court? So you're parroting a white supremacist narrative. I need Stephen A. to pick a side and stay on it because he floats back and forth. Now, to his credit, at least he does float. Some of them don't even float. They go hard on the white supremacist narrative and stay there. Stephen A. go back and forth. I need him to pick a side because every time I'm proud of him, like Stephen A. did a good job today breaking this down from a racial standpoint, he'll go right back to cooning. So I just need him to pick a side and stay on it because I don't know where he stands.
But God bless the dead. But some people would say, well, now, Dr. Umar, you defending the bunny hopper and OJ.
Great question. I'm not defending the bunny hopping aspect of OJ. I'm defending the fact that OJ Simpson is a black man. And when I'm dealing with issues of black men or black people, what they do to one of us, they can do to any of us. Mm-hmm. And that's why when I look at Jonathan Major's situation, if you would, he had no business bunny hopping. But does that mean his career should have been destroyed over that incident?
Absolutely
Because
not.
she had a cut on the finger and a cut behind the ear or something like that. So he gets his whole career destroyed, even though we saw on TV he ran from the white girl, ran from the white girl. And I don't know if you saw what his lawyer said. Jonathan Major's lawyer said he got convicted. Not necessarily, and I'm paraphrasing.
So, that's Dr. Umar. That was his take on Stephen A. Smith and Jonathan Major a little bit, but I want to stick to the Stephen A. Smith aspect of it. I'm going to share this again. For those who don't know, I am currently in school for my doctorate in criminal justice. Um, I've been in school for 2.5 years now. Lord willing, I'm speaking it into existence. Everything goes well. I start my dissertation in August, and when I say we, me, AJ, and Inked will be graduating in May next year. So I will have my doctorate in criminal justice. I will be able to walk around and call myself Dr. Blue. I will be a part of I think it said it's either 1% or 2% of the world who have a doctoral degree, have a doctorate. And I say all that to say this. Dr. Umar. When I first started getting my doctorate, I'm gonna give you this story, and I hope y'all understand. Me and the whole family, when COVID started, me and the whole family caught COVID, and we were all in the bed together, sick as I don't know what, and we were watching Law and Order SVU, and it was the episode about the social worker who went to check on the child in, I think it was a Brooklyn project, and the child was inside a cage, malnourished, sick, and the child ended up dying. And what happened was it ended up being an episode about how bad the social work system is, and Whoopi Goldberg was in that episode, and she was on trial because she doctored social workers' forms saying that they had checked up on that child and that child was fine, which kind of find out it was a lie. But she did it because they were overworked and they were understaffed and all that stuff. And you get the point. And right then, I don't know if it was because I was super sick or whatever it was. I was like, honey, I want to be a social worker. Now, remind you, my wife is already a social worker and a licensed therapist. So I don't know what wanted me to do that. So I started applying to social work schools and stuff like that. And I ended up applying to my wife's alma mater. And the recruiter, well, not the recruiter, the person in charge, they was like, we would love to have you, but you already have a master's in criminal justice, and you will do 4 more years as to get a master's in social work, and then you will have to end up getting all these certifications and stuff like that. And she was like, we would love to have you, but have you ever thought about going for your doctorate in criminal justice? That's what your lane has always been, and all your jobs being a police and military, like, it's led you to this point. So think about pursuing that. So I did that, and at first, when I started doing my doctoral program, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be out here, I'm gonna be an advocate, I'm gonna use my presence online, or my presence overall, to bring a nuanced thought and collective thought process to my people. And then I started seeing Dr. Umar, and it gave me a new path and a new thought to why I am doing what I am doing. And that is because of shit like that we just heard. He called that man a coon because he had an opinion about the BET Awards giving a tribute to O.J. Simpson, a man who, yes, was found not guilty. But we all know, when we be making those jokes, we know he got away with one because of the brilliance of Johnny Cochran. So we know OJ did that shit. We know this. So you're mad at Stephen A. Smith because he wants to somehow let black people know that, hey, with all the eyes on us and with people thinking we're nothing but violent, sexual deviants, on one of your biggest stages and your biggest platforms, you decided to give a tribute to O.J. Simpson. And by the way, let's not act like Willie Mays didn't pass either. And this show is all about, I'ma say it. You could have put Willie Mays. You should have put Willie Mays over O.J. Simpson. But you know why you put O.J. Simpson in there? BET Awards? Because you're owned by Viacom. And who is Viacom owned by? White people. So somebody in charge thought that giving a tribute to O.J. Simpson would either be a middle finger to the world or showing you that we as black people, we gonna stick beside them. And again, the whole show is they not like us. That whole BET thing, I don't want to be like us. I don't want to be like that. And Dr. Umar, you not like me. And I'm not like you. You know why? Because you who allegedly, you have degrees, you have a doctorate. Do you know that there are still black people in our community that consider you a coon because you have doctor in front of your name? Because you went to a college? There are still people that think you are a coon, you are a sellout. So you say you're so pro-black, but you said that Stephen A is a coon because he had a different opinion of you. I can't tell you how much I am tired. I am done. I am done. You are not going to make me hate my service as a police officer. You are not going to make me hate my service in the United States military. You are not going to make me hate my 2 degrees going on to my 3rd. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. Because my father was right all these years. When you get it, they cannot take it away from you. You could call me all the fucking names you want, but what you will not call me is unsuccessful, uneducated, broke, and all the other shit that's the problem with this community. I'm tired. I'm tired of the elite blacks like Umar who think that they have a pulse on who is black. The whole they not like us movement is fucking annoying. Because some of us is not like us. I have liberal, I have democratic friends who I respect the hell out of. We don't agree on everything, but I respect the fact that they are educated, they are intelligent, and they know what they want and they stand on it. What I don't respect is people who just want to call me names because I don't agree with them. Because that shows me you lack intelligence. And Dr. Umar, with all your degrees, you called that man a coon because you disagree with him. So where's your intelligence? Where's your pro-blackness? By the way, Stephen A, who is and about to be more the highest paid personality at ESPN. He doing something right. But you, because you wear dashiki, you use big words, and you talk about how you love black women, you're the authority on blackness. Where's the school, Omar? Where's the school? Where's the school at? Where's this school that you were supposed to build for black people? LeBron James got his school built. It may not be doing well, but it's built. And they're trying to do something. You have been walking around collecting money, being a professional podcaster for over 5 years, and there's not a brick on that goddamn school. Maybe it is, but it ain't nobody in that motherfucker. I have yet to see somebody say, I graduated from the Thurgood Marshall, Frederick Douglass, Dr. Umar Technical School Association. I have yet to see it. That's not the name, but I made it up. Where's your video of students walking through the halls of your school? I don't give a damn if people bunny hop. If that's your piece, if your piece is a white woman, a white man, a green man, a blue man, I don't give a shit. That does nothing for me. But Umar is allowed to go around and perpetuate these silly ass stereotypes that that black men are these tribal ass African booty scratchers who can't assimilate to the world. I'm tired. Call me a coon. You call me a sellout. Fuck, I was called a pet last week by Joy Reid. A house pet. Well, fuck it then. Some of you look like real pets. So let's not start calling names. Some of you look like fucking species. That's literally, y'all remember that piece of paper that'll be in your history class, and it'll show, or your geography class, and it'll show all the species. Some of y'all look like the shit that's on that paper. But y'all trying to call other people names. I would never downgrade my education. I would never downgrade my experience and my success because you disagree with something that I've said. And Dr. Umar, I promise you, and it's not just Dr. Umar, it's other Dr. Umars out there. I promise you, when I get this degree, you and everybody else that think like you will understand why being like us isn't a flex anymore. I want to be like me. I don't want to be like y'all anymore. And we'll be back after this next message. All right, everybody, it's time for Ayo Pause. Here we go.
Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Danny, by the way.
Let me just put this in real quick. Pause. All right, y'all. If you haven't eaten, you may throw up. If you have eaten, you may throw up. I want to issue a trauma warning, a trigger warning for the video I'm about to play. I'm doing this because I'm also tired, and if any episode will probably get me kicked off, it'll probably be this one. But I'm gonna go out with a bang. Again, whatever they say, viewer discretion is advised, trigger warning, all that stuff. I don't know why I'm pausing on playing it, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it. When are we going to get serious about eliminating the people who abuse children? I will say this until I can't say it no more. Pedophiles deserve the death penalty. Listen to this, and you will understand why I'm saying what I'm saying what I said.
I work with IPCE. If you don't know, that's International Pedophile and Child Emancipation. And our goal is to abolish the stigmatization of people with pedophilic sexual interests and normalizing the potential role in moderating pedophiles' emotional well-being. I know that's a mouthful.
Wait, before we get any further,
what are we saying right now?
Yeah, this sounds disgusting. Are you saying you're a pedophile?
No, I'm not saying that I'm a pedophile in the sense that I've never had sexual relations with a person underage.
But you're saying we should accept
because
pedophiles?
That's illegal. Well, I just don't believe we should be shunning those in our community that have desires to engage in a romantic relationship with someone in a drastically different age group.
So you're saying you support pedophiles?
I'm saying I support love.
Okay.
And just because America views ages like 18 as some sort of imaginary bar or line in the sand for humans to engage in romantic relationships doesn't mean it's right.
So you don't see anything wrong with a 20-year-old dating a 12-year-old?
That's not what I'm saying. But listen, in Nigeria, the age of consent is 11. It's 14 in other countries like Brazil, Colombia. If we're taking if we're taking a month as a country to showcase our pride for other communities of sexual exploration, then I think we should add the letter P, which is just as important as the L, G, B, and T.
Oh my.
So pretty much you had, and I feel like I need to point this out. A monster is a monster, but you had a woman call up and advocate for pedophilia to be normalized. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say to this. There's only one thing that can cure. Well, there's multiple things that can cure pedophilia, and they all end in the pedophiles not being on Earth. You can't rehabilitate them. You can't change them. It's innate. It's inside them. You literally had somebody call up there and advocate for them to sexually abuse children, to take the innocence of youth away from them. There is a reason why the innocence of a child is the purest thing on earth. It's just you cannot bottle it, you cannot explain it, you cannot hypothesize it. The innocence of a child is something that cannot be duplicated. And when you take that from them, it sets off an avalanche of just everything that could go wrong. That's why damaged children become damaged adults. Because it's the whole idea of childhood innocence being taken away, and now guess what happens? That child oftentimes did not think that their feelings and how they want to lash out and do other things to other people is okay, and it's an ending cycle. So you had somebody call there and advocate for. And pride, this is why you're going. This is the problem. This is the problem. She wants a P added on to the end of your movement. And then you heard the dumb bitch when she was like, no, I never have, but I want to advocate for those who want to have a relationship with those with a drastically different age range. If you have to tiptoe around your intentions, then it's not normal. If you have to normalize something, it's not normal. It's abnormal. It's an abomination. It's disgusting. It's wrong. And then you want to compare us to Nigeria? They're wrong too. I want to be compared to a lot of people that's doing a lot of things. And one thing I don't want to be compared to is that. What are we doing? And these are people, and this is why, thank God for my mom and dad. That's why they didn't play that sleeping over. They didn't play that staying the night over other people's house. They didn't play that shit. Because adults are fucked up. It's some evil, despicable, despised monsters out there, and they need to be put away. And if this video is the reason I get taken down, then it tells me all I need to know. The reason why y'all are protected. The reason why the Epstein log has not come out, because there's some people on there that will blow your damn lid, and there's some people on there that's in charge of protecting children. I can't express how much, if you're a parent out there, fuck it. If you have siblings, if you protect your siblings, if it's something that you notice is not right with your family or friends around an adult, say something. Say something. And then people get upset when people are agitated by the little shit that they see. And again, it's not a gay thing. It's not a straight thing. It's a protect the children thing. I don't want straight sexuality around children as much as I don't want homosexuality around children. Let children be children. And to that caller that called up there, I hope somebody has tracked you down. I pray that you have not hurt any children. And I pray that you get the wood chipper or you get Percocets in a revolver. I hope you take a whole bottle of Percocets inside a revolver. There is a reason why pedophilia, even in your hardest, darkest prison with the worst of the worst, there's a reason why pedophiles are eliminated on sight. We literally had somebody with a whole island dedicated to destroying the innocence of children. He's no longer here. And you know why he's no longer here? It's because he knew too much. And because the people on that list, just look around. Look around to your favorite celebrities that's now all of a sudden wants to live abroad, wants to live where there's no extradition. It's quiet. They're not advocating about child trafficking. They're not advocating about child abuse. You know why? Because they're probably on that list, or they know somebody that's on that list, or they're in a close proximity to that list. That this AO pause was it was not funny, and it was not no double entendre. It was just to show you how scary it is out there and the type of people that are around our children. Me, I do not play about mine. I don't play about mine. God help anybody. No, not even God help. Satan help anybody who think they're going to mess with mine or somebody close to me. I'm done fucking around with you people. I'm done fucking around with you weirdos that think you can do stuff to children and think it's funny and think it's okay. Shout out to those new creators out there that's they're meeting up with pedophiles and they're slapping the shit out of them. They're beating them down. They're pushing them in the stores. They're pushing them down in the stores. They're letting the stores know who is coming in their stores to meet people, who's in Walmart at 2 a.m. in the flashlight section trying to meet up with a 13-year-old. Shout out to those content creators. And we don't need vigilantes. Let the cops do it. Let the cops do it. Cops are overworked right now. I don't give a shit about pedophiles. I don't care about their feelings. I don't care about their due process. I don't care about their rights. I don't care about any of that shit. Once you hurt children, that shit is out the window. I'm done protecting you motherfuckers under the guise of due process, laws. I bet you when our founding fathers was coming up with that Constitution, they was not saying, you know what? Hey Thomas, are you listening? Thomas, stop talking to that black lady. Pay attention. Yeah, you, Thomas Jefferson, stop talking to black people. Stop talking to black women. Listen. When we come up with this due process, I want to make sure that it's for the worst of the worst. I want to make sure it's for the pedophiles, the people that's going to touch and hurt children. Make sure they get the due process. I don't think they said that. I don't think that's what they meant. Well, I'm going to tell you, I don't care what they meant. If you're a pedophile, you deserve the chair, the gas chamber, the needle, firing squad, stone, volcano, fired up to Mars, death by 1,000 cuts. I don't know. All types of Saw type shit. Just do it. That video is disturbing as shit. And the fact that you want to attach that to pride is just, now y'all understand why we have an issue with that type of shit. Because all the weirdos are trying to attach themselves to that movement. And shout out to Gays Against Groomers and all the other gay advocates and gay activists out there that are making sure that pedophiles don't attach themselves to shit, to their movement. We'll be back after this next message.
Summer is here. Head on over to ajsrantroom.com. We got all of your summer needs covered. From bathing suits to swim trunks, flip-flops and tote bags, towels, tanks, and muscle shirts. Oh, and you can't forget about the visors and the hats. It's lit. So head on over to ajsrantroom.com and get your summer poppin'. You won't be disappointed.
Well, that's it for me. This show was, it was difficult. But a show is a show. Episode 88 is in the bag. I want to thank everybody for joining me. Everybody, let's see the roll call. Let's see what we got here. We have 46 on X. Thank you to the 46 on X. And thank you to the 3 on YouTube. I appreciate you all. Please, I'm going to give y'all a minute to smash that like button, smash the heart button, like and subscribe. Make the audio version will be available, of course, later on. Thank you to everybody. But I implore y'all, please make sure you watch the stream so you can see the videos in the context in which I'm talking. Because sometimes if you listen to the audio version, you can't get the full context. But thank you everybody for joining me. And in my outro for this week, for episode 88, I want to say this. No matter what goes on in these next upcoming months, leading all the way up to November, It don't matter who you vote for if you yourself are stupid. And I mean that. I really mean that. If you are stupid, it don't matter who you vote for, because guess what? You gonna do stupid shit anyway. But if you are smart, if you are resourceful, if you are informed, then it will matter. All right? So, with that being said, adios, adivis, chef's kiss. Everybody be safe, and I will see y'all next week.
Real time, yeah.